So today I'm going to talk about hiccups and an herb called Shi in Chinese medicine. And hiccups are kind of an interesting phenomena. In Western medicine, we don't really have a good explanation of what happens with hiccups. We think it may be related to irritation of the diaphragm, causing this sense of upward movement, but there's not really a good explanation for it. Interestingly, in all the time I've been practicing, there's been a very few, probably on one hand, I could count on the number of times I've had patients with just intractable hiccups that won't go away. But for the vast majority of us, we might get hiccups once in a while, and it tends to be brief and it goes away on its own and it doesn't really bother us much more. But for some people, it can happen more frequently, and for a small percentage of people, it can actually just be hard to get rid of completely, and it can really interfere with your life. So that's a little bit from a Western medicine perspective. Now, in Chinese medicine, hiccups are related to the qi flow of the stomach coming upwards. Now, in Chinese medicine physiology, the flow of the stomach qi is supposed to be downwards and it descends downwards through the body. And that's, you think about it, when you eat food, it goes to your stomach and then it's supposed to go through your intestines and out of your body. And that's the normal flow. There's a downward flow. And when there is a pathology, something going wrong in the body, some sort of disease or some problem that's happened, it can, if it affects the stomach, it can disrupt that normal downward flow of stomach qi. And it it can do the opposite, which is going upwards. And sometimes in Chinese medicine, there's a term called rebellious qi, which is essentially saying that the stomach qi is moving upwards against the natural direction that it's supposed to flow in a healthy person. So when the when the stomach qi flows upwards, it can cause other symptoms: nausea, vomiting. That's upward movement of the stomach qi when it should be downward. And hiccups is actually a type of incorrect movement of the stomach qi upwards. And so in Chinese medicine, the goal of treatment is to, number one, try to understand why the stomach qi is flowing incorrectly. And then once you understand that, then redirect the stomach qi downward. So all of that being said, the herb that I want to talk about today is an herb called Shi. And Shi is the persimmon fruit, and the plant from that, the calyx, or that green portion right before the petals. And that portion is used for this herb, and it's an herb that actually focuses on both the lungs and the stomach. And interestingly, it directs the stomach qi downward. So if you're sick and the stomach qi is coming upwards all the time, or you're frequently getting hiccups, then this is an herb that can help to redirect that stomach qi downward. Now, you have to also consider other reasons why that stomach qi is flowing upwards. Sometimes you might have heat in the stomach. You might have cold in the stomach. You could have what we call phlegm, dampness in the stomach. There's all kinds of other reasons that it could be causing that stomach qi to flow upwards. But once you diagnose that, then you can then combine Shi with other herbs to help redirect the qi downward to get rid of the cold in the stomach or the heat or the phlegm or whatever else is causing it, and treat the underlying cause of the hiccups. So hiccups and Shi, and it's an herb in Chinese medicine that's actually fairly limited in its scope of what in the Chinese medical literature. It's really kind of a specific herb that's intended for rebellious stomach qi and the qi moving upward. All right, we'll see you next time.